Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Daiken here, back with another Astral Chronicles video for you all. Today I'm going to be trying to do things a little bit different as far as how I do the videos. So we're going to try to do this new format, see how this works out. Anyway, a lot has come to the game as far as the new balance patch that came yesterday, as far as the Abyss Tide content. Now let's go and get started and talk about everything that's in this. First off, Chapter 14 is now available for you. So you can now do chapter 14. I'm still in chapter 8, so I got a lot of catching up to do. I haven't been playing as much, but chapter 14 is out for the story. But a lot of other good things has been coming with that as well. There's also a personality viewer inside the game now. You can view new information about the characters' personalities, powers, and relationships that characters have with other people. I actually don't know how to find that. If you guys know, please tell me down in the comments below. I've been searching for it and I can't quite find out exactly where that is. There is the new thing right here where you can choose, the backgrounds, but this was in the last patch, so that's nothing too crazy. But there are some other cool things as well. There is the star mark upgrade for characters. This is where things start getting really interesting, and maybe where some characters where you thought they weren't as good as before are starting to get a little bit better. So now some characters, and the first few characters to get this are Calypso, Yorui, Allure, Utanashi, Kana, Rana, and Vesta. These are what they call the star mark upgrades, and basically it's an extra skill that you will be able to unlock for the characters, and this will increase their strength overall because it will be another base, another sort of passive skill that's just there. So for Vesta here, we see that self-damage plus 30%, damage or normal attacks, outbursts, additional bombs against targets plus 30% at level 1. Level 2, when Electric Storm is cast, self-damage taken minus 20% and gains 10% damage HP stealing effect if Electric Storm deals critical damage. So there's a lot more stuff to play around, and overall just giving you more power and better survivability with her. With this, so it's pretty cool that they're actually dishing this out for a few characters. Like I said, that's just a taste for how Vestas work. There's plenty of them, and there's going to be more to come for other characters. As you can see, they're starting to roll out the implementation of them. You see Star right here, so it's going to be coming for other characters. It's just not implemented for everyone at the moment. Of course, next is the new content to the game, which is the Abyss Tide. Is right here. You get a bunch of new set items. It's not available yet, but it's going to be coming out. I will explain how it works a little bit later in the video, so keep tuned for that because it sounds pretty cool exactly how they're going to do it. And of course, we have the Astral Chambers UI revision for access to the various stores and stuff like that. It looks really cool. So we take a look here. The chamber is a new sleek design. Everything's a little bit easier to see. There's the recommended mail, your pack mail, your premiums, your daily stuff that you should get every day, of course. It's just a nice new rollout of what we're used to seeing. Everything is just a lot more organized in this sense, and all in one area, so it's much easier to find. And of course, one of the biggest updates to this, yes, I know you all have been finally really waiting for this to happen, and it is the level uncap for the characters. Yes, with chapter 14 we're also getting a level uncap, and it's actually going to give you the next mastery 11, and that's going to be at level 63. So as you can see here, if we go down, there is a glitch right now, I think, where it's showing you don't have your stuff. But if you see here, level 59, and I have a little bit of experience for it, as you can see there. So yeah, it is being rolled out. But yeah, I have no idea what's happening. I know a lot of people are questioning what's wrong with the masteries right now. I actually do not know. Maybe they just gave them all back to us. I'm actually not sure what happened, so I'll have to check back with that one. That's very weird. The Abyss equipment also is a thing. So new special sets going to be available to take on the Abyss, and it's going to be available in the Abyss Tide. So it's going to actually help you in the Abyss runs. And speaking of Phantasm is actually have an increase in the floor, so there's actually more content for people to do. And don't forget that we did get the new access to the other place, Gadget City, but we're also getting the Guru Island, which is the next location at level 63. So you're all going to be getting another expansion to the world that we all love here. And as you can see, the Phantasm is going to have an increase in the amount that you have. So it's going to be up to, the Phantasm is going to have up to 110 as far as how many floors are going to be there. So really good for that. There's a lot of rebalancing of the game as well right now. So attack speed stats now also affect the speed of skill activations upon animations. So that's actually really good that attack speed now affects that. So it doesn't affect the cooldowns though. There's been a small improvements to the in-battle follow-up mechanics, and the main character attack damage fully synced to the attack animations now, including the skins, which is good. Kamui's Holy Radiant skill no longer active, affects herself, and Felicia's Holy Nova skill does affect herself. The quality of life changes for the game are pretty good too. Using dual rift tickets now counts as 2 entries on quests, which is pretty cool, and limit events items now give gold when they expire, such as the Christmas events and stuff like that. The bag now has a separate section for character shards. Loot can now be exchanged on cross-server teams, which is good because when you were trying to get loot as a person from another server, you weren't able to actually give it to the person if they weren't on the same server as you, unfortunately. And over level 55, the daily and weekly quests to enhance equipment will change to use experience quest bottles. The main character masteries now are universal, so unlocking one node as one class unlocks the corresponding nodes of the other class now. So basically you don't have to do them all, like all of them. You just do one and then like it does it. So that's really good. And it will, so I think that's what the current, actually that was what the current reset was for. Yeah, I remember now. So the current reset for the masteries was to reset and consume the materials refunded through the mailbox. So you actually get them through your mailbox. They should be there and you should have everything for that. Now there is of course the new experience cap too. So daily experience caps will now be calculated based on the server's age. So older servers will have a higher daily cap now, which allows newer players an easier time in catching up. So that's good. So if you're one of the earlier servers, you happen to get inside of one of those, the daily cap is now going to be higher because it's an older server, so they know players are trying to catch up to the players that's been on that server for a long time. And of course, there is the banner that is out now. The banner is really nothing special at the moment, as you can see here. They do have a new button that's going to take you to the store, so you can get the packs and stuff like that. So it's cool, just another quality of life thing, so you can get there faster. We are having a few rerun events for certain characters. You have the Athena and Candela one. Of course, we're doing the Reed one again right now, and then you could get Rooney and Rimuzu right now. Speaking of Rimuzu, she also have a skin event that's happening right now, which is for, this is the Abyss Tide Day in event. Definitely log in every day so you can get everything for that. But there is the treasure hunt thing for her, so it's the typical thing where you have to spend the $40, but you get this really nice Rimuzu skin. It looks really good. So if you want the skin, $40 for it and it is yours. So there are also some other cool things, like I was saying. So the star marks, star mark upgrades for the characters, you can see some of them in there when you look at it. And then of course the Abyss Tide. So when you reach level 45, you are able to battle through this new feature that unlocks items to upgrade your star mark. So it's the items you need to upgrade it, and the main characters can't participate in it, so you gotta have some really prepared allies for it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Now as far as the Abyss Tide works, basically once you reach level 45, you'll unlock the quest for the Abyssal Tide, which becomes available at that time, and you can choose your difficulty to enter. Now for this, there is actually 10 difficulties, and each one has a different power requirement, but even the easiest one could be tough with the most dedicated like travelers that you pick. And the settings of too difficult may be reduced by one stage, so this can only be done once per week, so just keep that in mind. The battlefield is going to be divided into various nodes. It sort of looks similar to like how we do the battles now to get the flags. and there's going to be like an area that's going to have the strongholds, and then your goal is to defeat the area boss on the final node. The boss is protected by various powerful buffs and stuff like that can only be removed by defeating the stronghold bosses on the other nodes. So if you want to make the boss weaker, you will have to fight those each stage one by one before fighting the boss. Now the stronghold bosses, they are challenging in their own right. They're like mini bosses. They have some unique skills and stuff that's going to be like unique to them, some powerful skills, and defeating them is required if you wish to remove the stronghold bosses again on the main boss. But they're going to have their own special rules that you're going to have to play by. Now fighting these stronghold bosses is like any other challenge in the game, apparently, is what they're saying, because not only are they tough, but they come with like I said, some unique restrictions. So for example, your main character can be used, obviously, as I stated before. Each ally can only enter 3 battles, and when you lose, it doesn't use an entry, but the win, first ally is left behind to remove buffs. So the first ally is left behind to remove the buffs, so you have to leave an ally, so you can't use them again. When you have a victory over a stronghold, it leaves the first ally behind to secure it and removes 1 buff from the area boss, and it has to be used 3 times. Sorry, if the ally hasn't been used 3 times, then you can use it in the stronghold battle. However, the ally cannot be used in the current area of the boss battle as well. So like I said, there's multiple difficulties, difficulty 1 through 3. So there's 2 areas and an area boss, and difficulties 4 through 10, there's going to be 3 areas and an area boss. And you're going to be getting multiple rewards, and these rewards are going to help you unlock ally star marks. You're going to be able to buy materials and sets from the Abyss store, and you're going to be able to gain points towards the chest rewards inside of there. It's going to give you even more goodies and stuff that you can buy through the store on there. And there's a couple of tips and tricks that they recommend as well. They say all allies removing buffs can't fight in the arena boss, like I stated. Not every buff need to be removed to win, so just keep that in mind. And the difficulties can be reset weekly, and rewards chest resets monthly, so just keep those in mind. But anyway, that's mainly just about everything that I know that came in this patch. I know this patch was pretty big. Like I said, I haven't been playing the game as much, but I thought it was just a patch that I should cover to tell you guys everything that was in it. So let me know what you guys think about the patch. I think it's actually pretty cool. I think they did some pretty cool things. I'm glad that the level cap has finally come to the game. I know people have been wanting that for a very long time, myself included. So now, you can enjoy the story and actually get stronger. And you're actually implementing more things inside the game to keep the players that are at the end game having more stuff to do, of course, with this new abyssal challenge, and then putting more floors, more challenging floors in the phantasm for them to do. So that's just more in-game stuff for them to do, along with going above and beyond with the level cap, and then enjoying more of the story, and of course more characters coming in the later future. Of course, that's inevitable. So I'm just glad that they're finally dishing out more in-game content, and then still thinking about the longevity of the maintaining the smaller player base, so they can actually catch up with the level cap increase as far as how much experience you could get in the day. I think that's really good. But overall, let me know what you guys think about the patch. Do you think this is a good patch? Do you think this patch wasn't really all that good? Do you like all the implementations of what they're doing? Are you finally happy you got the level cap? Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. I will be making more of the series that I was doing as far as what makes a character good, a unit good, as far as like knights, rangers, stuff like that. I heard you guys want more of it. I'm working on the ranger one now, so expect that one soon. But yeah, anyway guys, if you like anything I had to say, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to hear more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daiken, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.